In our last episode, a strange psychic dream induced by spores from the flowers of life revealed to Rand that the Invid are indeed experimenting with the Earth's evolutionary history in an attempt to find the ideal life form. Inhabiting this form would ensure the survival of the Invid as a species. However, it would ultimately mean the extinction of the human race. So it is with great urgency that the young Robotech defenders renew their drive to Reflex Point and a final showdown with the alien invaders.
I don't know about you fellas, but my protoculture is getting so low it's hardly even registering on my gauges.
Same for us. At this rate, we'll never have enough for an attack on Reflex Point. We've got to lose these guys and find a place to land.
Hey, you fancy flyboys! Did you forget about us?
Uh-oh, I think I said what I should have said.
You big gun, can't you even try? Jeepers, what a dopey landing! Hey, this place looks like an orchard.
Will you give me a hand already?
Rook, Lancer, activate your smoke screens.
Roger. Hold them down, Scott, but they're still on our trail.
Close off your protoculture feed and switch over to manual impulse. Then they'll have no way of tracking us.
Minutes later, on the floor of the Invid biocolony, Scott proposes a unique plan for infiltrating Reflex Point.
What the? A raft?
It's got two things going for it. First, we'll save what little fuel we have left, and second, we won't be giving ourselves away by activating our mecha.
I think it's a brilliant idea. We just let the river do all the work.
Yeah, but what do we do with the Jeep and the Alphas and the other stuff? We just can't leave it all behind.
We won't. We'll take it all.
You're talking about a pretty darn big raft here, buddy. Who's gonna build this thing?
I volunteer to supervise.
Don't be ridiculous, Annie. This isn't some silly jungle movie where all you need is a couple of vines and a coconut.
Leave me alone.
Well, since I don't know the first thing about shipbuilding... Hey, what do you mean, Mr. Popstar? Where do you think you're going? Since we're close to the enemy lines, we'll need a lookout man, and I hereby volunteer. I know it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Wait just a minute.
Listen, what are you guys moaning about? Believe me, we'll be better off without Lancer. He's probably worried about breaking a fingernail or getting his hair messed or something like that.
Well, he's not the only one.
That guy's just a lazy bum.
There you go.
Huh? Hey.
Country boy, it's about time you showed us your stuff. I know it's a little primitive, but at least this thing doesn't need protoculture to operate.
Roger. Oh. La la la. Hey, a leg. Now, doesn't that look inviting? I think it's my duty as lookout man to thoroughly investigate this lake for any underwater mines. I mean, you never know.
Our matrix is now approaching the bioenergy level needed for transmutation. Trooper, step forward. You have proved yourself time and again as a soldier and a shape changer. In both these capacities, you have helped to ensure the survival of our race. And it is because of your outstanding efforts in the past that you were allowed to engage the enemy in the shock trooper battle armor that now encases your being. Now the time has come for you to continue your evolution, to take the next step upward in the spiral of protogenetic progress. Are you ready? Very well. As I have spoken, so it shall be done. Prepare yourself for disembodiment and transmutation. Behold the final stage in your evolution. Behold, the Enforcer.
Well, at least this bizarre forest lets some sunlight in. I don't suppose there'll be anything to report for a while. Huh? What?
Just call me Paul Bunyan. Hey, come on, isn't anybody impressed?
Well, what do you want, a standing ovation or something? Huh?
I can't believe it, Marlene's smiling.
Huh? Looks like our patient's finally starting to loosen up a little bit.
Scott, watch out!
Quick, follow me!
I think we're surrounded. Hey, who's the wise guy?
I think we're about to find out.
Huh?
Well, whoever they are, they look kind of angry.
Bring them to the temple. Now you will pay for the sacrilege with your lives.
Would it mean anything if we told you we don't know what you're talking about?
You are outlanders, and your presence in this place has offended the spirit of the River God. It is because of you that the River God has turned his back on us and is leaving the valley.
Ah, come on, you're telling me you're gonna kill us just because your dumb dam's not working?
Silence! The only way to bring him back is by sacrificing you to appease his anger.
My lord, I think I have an idea.
Really?
If we've sinned against you, we can only plead ignorance of your customs and try to set things right by bringing the river back to the valley.
You can do this?
If in return you let us go.
Huh? Very well, Outlander, but if you should fail, your companions die.
I won't fail. Lunk, come with me.
Okay. What's the plan?
Find the main control room and close the runoff valve that's open. We may not be able to bring this river god back, but at least we can stop him before he gets all the way out the door.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
Uh-oh. Gotta be here somewhere.
Look, there's hundreds of them here. Which one?
We'll shut them all off until we find the right one.
Hurry up, Scott.
Come on, where are you?
The Outlanders have been gone a long time.
Yes, they abandoned the others to save themselves.
Hold on a second. If Scott says he'll do something, then he'll do it. Just give him some time.
It is hard for you to face the fact that they have deserted you. Ulu!
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I found it.
Huh?
Trust me, will you? He'll be back.
I warned your companion that all of you would pay the price of his failure.
He did it! He shut off the valve!
Yay!
The valley is saved. The river god has been appeased at last. You have stopped the spirit of the river from leaving. We invite you to become brothers of the tribe.
Thank you. But first we have a missing brother of our tribe we must find.
Hey, Silverhair! I did it! I got myself a wife! I'm a man now!
It's Magruder.
Did he say he had a wife?
I captured myself a wife, so according to the law, you have to make me a warrior.
I love your wife! Lancer!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, kid. You see, your fiancé is a man.
That's my wife!
Is this the missing brother you were talking about?
Yeah, his name is Lancer.
Huh?
It was an honest mistake, little man. Now hurry up and let me out of this bag!
But I could have sworn! Oh!
I love it! Lancer, a woman! I guess you haven't had much experience, little guy!
I hope you will forgive him, my friends. Magruder, these are our guests. Ah! Magruder! Magruder, come back! Magruder!
Robotech will be back in a second. Robotech is back.
They laughed at me.
Yoo-hoo!
Who is it?
Hi, I'm Magruder. Ooh.
What are you supposed to be?
You poor little thing. You've got such a lot to learn about the opposite sex. You need a real woman to show you what makes the world go round, huh? Ow!
And I suppose you think you're a real woman?
Hey, listen, buddy, don't forget about your last girlfriend. I'm sure closer than he was.
Hey, this is none of your business. Why don't you go away and leave me alone?
You'll never get a wife, you lame brain. A woman would have to be crazy to get herself hitched to a dopey squirt like you.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so. You're hopeless. Hold your horses, Annie. If you play your cards right, this guy could make you a jungle princess or a queen. Who knows, they might even make you a goddess. I'm really sorry for shouting at you, Magruder.
Huh?
It's just that it's so difficult when a woman becomes emotionally involved.
Hey, you're not going to start crying.
Yikes, infants! Just when things were getting good.
That's a sign that the overlords have come back into the valley again. My people hate the overlords. Ever since they first came here, the hunting has been very bad because they frightened all the game out of the valley.
The overlords? Mackie, you're not gonna try something stupid, are you?
It's now time for me to become a man.
How do you do that?
It's done by proving myself in battle.
Wait! I knew you were gonna try something stupid!
I will show all of them that Magruder's a man. Help me! Somebody! Help me, please!
What? Magruder?
That's right, he took them on all by himself. He's gotten it into his head that he has to be some kind of hero.
That boy will be the death of me.
You said it was a pair of stormtroopers? A scouting patrol. They're probably looking for us.
Scott, you've got to see this. Our hosts are forming their own little welcoming committee. Look. We gotta help these guys. Spears and tomahawks don't stand a snowball's chance against a couple of invid stormtroopers.
We have barely enough horticulture left to light a match, let alone fight a battle.
Well then, we'll just have to pool our resources, and maybe we'll be lucky enough to get some help from our friendly neighborhood river god. The trick is going to be getting the invid close enough to the dam. I'm just afraid we may have to risk the last of our protoculture reserves to lure them there.
Just leave that to me. When I fire up my cyclone, those guys will follow me anywhere.
Okay. The rest of you, I want enough cobalt grenades planted on that dam to blow the whole thing sky high.
You got it.
We'll keep in touch by radio and wait for my signal.
I don't like this. Mackie and I are being left out in the cold. Aha! I've got it!
Get hold on! Gonna fall! Hey! Hold your fire!
What are you doing?
Look at me, Silverhair! I'm a man, I'll prove it to you!
Keep trying to kill yourself, and you certainly won't live long to be a very old one.
They've taken the base. Hurry, back to the temple.
I wish they'd hurry up and get here.
The Robotech rebels are somewhere in the vicinity. Scan for traces of protoculture.
create some fireworks?
I think the flower's kind of a nice touch. Mwah.
Let's see now. All set.
Annie, I don't think I can control this thing!
You're doing just fine!
Okay, Lund, now's the time. Activate the flares.
Protoculture activity in the direction of the dam. Investigate.
Everything's ready to go here, Scott.
Same goes for me.
Stand by.
Okay, I'm all set. Anytime you're ready.
And now!
You can't really blame the river god for blowing his top. Those Invid would get on anybody's nerves.
Oh! Mackie, are you... Need a hanky?
Huh? Hey, we did it, Annie. Thank you.
Believe you me, it was my pleasure.
If they damage the cyclone, I'll wring their necks for them. Oh, you can't trust anybody anymore.
The river god has risen in his righteous anger and struck down our enemies, the overlords. Our valley is free at last. Magruder it was who led our enemies to their doom. So on this holy night, we honor his courage and recognize him as a man and a brother of the tribe, and grant him his choice of woman to be his wife. All hail Magruder!
With the help of the grateful tribespeople, Scott and the others have built a flotilla of rafts. And now, as they silently make their way downriver toward Reflex Point, each of them is lost in melancholy thoughts of the little companion they've left behind. And each wonders what strange twists of fate lie in store for them up ahead.
Why the long faces, everybody? You all look like your puppy just died. Pull yourselves together. It's really a blessing in disguise. Come on. I mean, now we don't have to worry about that little bundle of energy getting herself into trouble. With her gone, us big kids are free to get on with some serious freedom fighting.
Oh, you're as transparent as glass. You put on a brave front, but you're gonna miss her just as much as the rest of us. Admit it.
You're out of your gourd. Hey, I think we've arrived.
Huh?
That has got to be the weirdest hive I've ever seen. Here goes nothing. All right, everybody, man your positions and stay down.
Hey, look at the trooper leading that patrol.
I don't think I've ever seen an Invid like that one before.
What could it be?
In the next episode of Robotech, the complexion of the war with the Invids is about to change forever. The pressure of constantly being on the defensive leaves Scott Bernard and his valiant band of Robotech defenders little option but to split up and pursue guerrilla tactics as lone freedom fighters. Be sure to be watching for Separate Ways, the next dramatic chapter in the amazing saga of Robotech.